такая. Там.
YouTube. А у меня чая нету, Няша.
Шо?
Можно я за чаем сбегаю?
Ну, сбегай, я пока, блядь, менюшки попалю.
Ага. Be right back.
Фокус, хоми, интерактиве.
О, мне YouTube предлагает
вольт.
посмотреть бикини типс. Хе-хе. Сейчас я добавлю посмотреть позже. Спасибо, YouTube.
Ну, тут у меня мужик на меня палит, короче. Так мне не запускать пока или шо? Или шо? Украине слава. Алло. Алло. Опять в котел попала. Сука. О бой. Это еще что за дерьмо. Да, мне нужен ксанг. Ты что хочешь? Марк. Алло. Да, что такое? Мистер Котик.
Me so back, Няша.
Угу.
So back.
Мне тут предлагают нажать кнопку, чтобы войти в поместье.
Ничего не нажимай.
Можно себе
Подожди.
Окей.
Никуда не заходи. Ты уже исследовал, док?
Шо?
Тебе надо исследовать, во-первых.
Чё исследовать?
Док.
Какой док?
Ну, пристань.
Хуй нахуй пристань.
Все, окей, I got it. Push it.
Ты смотришь?
Да.
Отлично. Play.
Только у меня все зависло. Окей, play, save game 1.
Тут какой-то нож ебаный. А где настроечки там совсем?
Олей. Блин, что ты меня продуваешь?
Ле франце.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this von Borchardt.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone.
Ridiculous Secret Society.
Сосайте. Ой, няша, позу. Ну, можешь пока играть, я перезагружусь.
Ну давай.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more...
Нихуя тут возможности выбора.
Я be right
Прям
back.
как на выборах президента.
Мгм.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Я тоже
Von
бухну пока.
Borchardt, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. Alright? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchardt! Von Borchardt!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me. For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. You know, can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchardt case.
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island. The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
Are you all right?
Что там хочешь?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for that.
Hej! Ты тут?
Пур.
Пур.
Да. Ну, сейчас я
Are you
попытаюсь
right?
зайти
What's going on?
Что найти?
туда. На ютубчик.
В
Here,
истории.
take this.
Мгм.
I'm sorry.
У меня просто когда ноут включается, он довольно-таки долго
I'm
включается.
fine. Don't worry.
Я уже думал, у тебя что-то
It's getting
случилось.
late.
Это твой обычный
Why don't you just
бутсикон?
go on ahead and I'll...
Да.
Окей.
catch up with you, okay?
Он еще не
sure?
завершен. Он
Yes.
бутится, как
I'm
только
sorry.
может.
I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Oh, we have to wait.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me.
Right, I'll try it
Happen to
again.
me, for God's sake.
I'll try it again.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Так, что у нас? О, нифига сенса. Controls.
Controls. Oh, wait a second.
чё?
YouTube.
Это что, 100%?
YouTube.
Серьезно?
YouTube. Fucking Google Chrome. YouTube. Thank you, Google.
Я какую-то монету нашел.
Да, молодец. Collectibles.
Блять. Вы это серьезно?
Yes.
Как это играть на такой сенсе, извините? Ты бы видела, блядь, как я мышки сейчас хуячу, чтобы просто голову повернуть. Ну, не голову,
А чё ты с этим играешь? Играй с геймпадом.
Бля, то точно. Так это надо перезапускать игру через этот.
А чё нет-то?
Мне впадло.
Няша.
Блять. Че хотел? Ладно, буду страдать.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up...
Ты чё, не поверил мамане, да? Я вижу, что у тебя там на носу, няша. Это марка чувака, который не поверил маме.
Ну да, был такой.
Вот такой ты сын, значит.
Я хуёвый сын.
Угу.
Еще более хуёвый отец.
since?
Что там, говоришь, для сисек было нужно?
А это ближе к концу будет.
Ну ладно.
Well, over the last few years I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'orgère, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
Так, а кого ты там выбрал? У меня премьер все закрыл экран.
Ah, and I wager your
Неважно.
thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us
Оккультисты?
everything. The jobs, the stashes,
Стоп.
the names of his partners.
Ты выбрал
Couldn't shut
детектива?
him up.
Да.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the
И
one
кинул
who
все
solved it.
поинты в
I'm
психологию.
flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please call me Emily.
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A
Ну,
woman such as
Кирюша
me.
отстань от меня.
A sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met?
Don't you remember? We bumped into each other at Mesmer's show in Paris. That fraudster had even bamboozled the Marquis of Lafayette.
You too, apparently, because I've never been to see him.
Ouch. Well, that didn't work.
Right, time to go to the manor.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Ему опять драйверов мало. Какие-то мукуда нужны.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately,
Наш
sir, I
исследовал?
cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir,
Что исследовал?
everyone is waiting for you
Доки.
at the manor.
Нет, ничего я не
Sir
исследовал. Я
Holm
пошел
insists
исследовать,
on
тут мне
welcомing
диалог
you in
открылся.
person.
А, ну
Since your
ладно.
mother went
Выборы.
missing,
Не
Выборы, не
забудьте
выборы.
исследовать.
concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Home?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a
Yes.
certain amount of damage, sir.
Можно я тебя попрошу поставить эту штуку и скомпилировать мне видос? Он мне с драйверами проблемы дает.
We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly
Okay.
repaired. But quite
Oh,
frankly,
thank you.
I can't imagine what
Thank you.
Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Называется Adobe Premiere
Nevertheless, our
Pro.
search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir, the one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Жака. А какую черту характера тебе дали за то, что ты мамку не послушался?
Сейчас гляну. Мне дали шрам наебали. Nice, да?
Ага. Scared. Scarred. А, ну да.
It
Conviction.
is
А
indeed
conviction у
your
нас?
handkerchief, Mother.
Без
Conviction
денег?
For a
meaning.
specific reason.
Без
I
денег?
need to know what it is.
Да.
Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Ну да, со шрамом ты наебать кого хочешь, видишь.
Так, я пойду.
Исследуй. Исследуй.
Что там, сиськи?
Wooden
Мамкина.
floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
Тебе, кстати, не обязательно
Probably comes from this part of the
эффект-поинты
wharf.
тратить, если
The
что.
wood is slightly eaten away,
Какой
of
point?
course, but it still would
Вон у
have been
тебя в
fine if
левом
it weren't
нижнем углу
smashed.
эффект-поинты.
Ну. А их, походу, не тратил. Сейчас нам отмычки надо будет.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Ну и дохуя, конечно, все сильно.
Looks like a bar from an old gate.
Угу.
This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
И шо, я этой штукой открою ворота?
Ты можешь засунуть себе куда-то.
Это да.
A sack of
Прямо
seeds.
туда.
It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Мешок, значит, с семенем. Как бы это ни звучало.
Мешок с семенем. Ну, хуй.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
А в бочке его мамка по частям лежит. Я попробую открыть ворота этой хуйни. Ой, блядь. Почему я это нажал?
Wooden floor. Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way. There we are. Fragment of amber. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
А поджечь?
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. crystal case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision.
Royal Jelly восстанавливает твои effort points.
Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Так, что тут еще можно найти? Кажется, примерно нихуя.
В начале самой локации походи, посмотри, я просто не помню. Там что-то или нет.
А тут где светится активный предмет.
Ну да.
В начале локации, где ты появляешься или?
Да.
Я появился здесь. А, вон там письма какие-то еще.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order, and I'd recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But
So what
who
is hidden
this Samuel
inside?
Ritter d'Auchois? Who
Find
are
a
you writing
clue.
to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar? I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me. The lantern. Nothing special.
Мне еще что-то надо найти?
Perhaps. Don't remember. Когда ты заканчиваешь день, тебе пишут, в чем ты зафейлился.
О, если мне так в жизни писали.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
И шо? Белон, блядь.
Okay, I think we can go upstairs.
Ладно, я еще там чекну. Может там какие-нибудь новые предметы появились. Ой,
Ты мамкину сумку-то нашел?
шо?
Сумку мамкину нашел? Понятно. Окей, good luck.
Something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Книжку все засунул.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some
Может,
kind
что-нибудь
of
еще
black
тут все
powder.
засунуть.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
A Latin inscription. Nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Понятно. Хуёвый лингвист.
Nobody's perfect, yes.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Зевс? Мать его.
Impressive.
Там столько всего красивого, няш.
I was looking for you.
You'll enjoy.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only
The
Mother had
Riche.
told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Вспоминаешь Хлойку?
Угу.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather
Давай.
deal with her
Усыли его
directly.
как
Don't
следует.
take it personally.
Хотя это не та
You
игра.
happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Listen, trust me, sir, and give me the letter. I'll take care of everything.
I appreciate your devotion, my son, but no thank you. Being
Never
hasty
mind,
very
give me your
rarely
letter.
solves anything.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son, I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Лол. Before God.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no
Зевсом,
one
блядь,
but my
блин.
mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good.
Okay, no worries.
Let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face
Блин,
a
Няш, ты все
massive
сделал, чтобы это
organized
зафейлить.
cursed
Да.
Republican
Как он
tribunals.
вообще тебе это
The
отдал?
church is literally being
Хэштег
led
выбора, не
like a
выбора.
beast.
Да.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your
Тебе
order
просто письмо не даст.
available to
Ну,
us
сказать,
by
что оно прям важно.
organizing the priest's
Хотя я не
safe
знаю.
passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for
Не
her
хочешь
sake.
свои effort points зафилить?
Always respect your name.
М?
У
Here,
тебя 2 effort
the
points
letter
от
I
всего.
spoke of.
Мгм.
It includes a list
А
of
чё они не
about
восстанавливают?
15 names
А, они
ready
не
for
восстановятся
departure.
сами по себе.
На двукрытие
После
сидеть.
сна
Remember to tell
восстанавливаются,
Sarah
по-моему.
when you see her that time is short.
А так тебе нужно находить Ройла
Well
Жели.
played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Нихуя, это что-то Зевс с молотком какой-то. А нет, это не молоток, это люстра. Тогда все в порядке.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Так а как его сожрать-то, лол?
Что ты хочешь? А, Royal Jelly, там вниз просто кнопочку, по-моему, нажимаешь.
Ну, я нажимаю кнопочку, ничего не происходит.
А ты чем играешь?
Чем, блин?
Геймпадом?
Нет, мышкой.
Да я не знаю. Сеттингс, управление зайди.
Ты видел, какой там сеттинг вообще?
Controls. Ясно. Ну блин, няш, I don't know. Я знаю, как с геймпада. Servants. Necromancy.
О, где некроманция? Science of Occultism, Manipulation. Окей, значит будем без поинтсов. В принципе они не нужны, мне кажется. Можно штангу взять.
В смысле, они нужны еще как, наверное. Попробуй, не знаю, стрелочка вниз.
Тройка, двойка, наверное.
Да. Такие мы с тобой интеллектуальные.
Я сожрал, короче, Джеллиса. Джеллиса сожрал. А четверка еще. Там эта тёлка сиськи греется у камина, что ли?
Да. Полезное занятие.
Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch.
Right.
A biography of the great
On
men.
your leisure.
Не в жопу. Сейчас вот диалог
I
начнется.
thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our
Мистер
fancy titles.
Вашингтон.
Nice to meet
To
you.
your service.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
Oh, nothing special. His Eminence had an envelope to give to my mother, initially.
Because your mother was supposed to join us.
That's right. She arrived a few weeks ago.
Several weeks at Lord Mortimer's? She must be a special guest.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to come as quickly as possible to find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Пиндосы виноваты.
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
Lovely. Я еще не видела такой ветки.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles
Предпочел старика сиськам, да, няш.
but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for the hanging in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you, would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of
I don't
course.
believe him.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Except in my dreams, так влажно прозвучал.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Do you know if anyone else has gone missing recently?
Not at all, sir. It's as if Sarah has purely and simply vanished into thin air.
That's right. Just take me for an idiot, why don't you?
Not even a servant, then?
Not even a servant. I can assure you, we would have been informed.
Keep your faith, my son. Only the celebrated Sara Derice could vanish before our very eyes, and she will reappear. You will see.
Oh boy.
Так чё, ты узнал?
Лесбиянка, что ли, какая-то подыхает?
А, ну да.
I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
911, блядь, звоните.
I'd rather not get involved either.
Just sit there a moment. It'll pass. She's slowly recovering.
These fits of hers are quite worrying to see, but normally there are no consequences.
No consequences? Have you seen the state she's in? Can you tell me something about her? The dizzy spell is harmless, but her general condition is frankly alarming. You seem to know her. What is she suffering from?
I don't know exactly, but her father sent her to us in the hope that she would recover all her faculties.
Yes.
It would appear she suffers from episodes of dementia.
Why are you picking those?
Is she aggressive?
Sometimes, but only toward herself. She's never hit out at anyone else, I can assure you of that. She wasn't like that this morning. Something must have upset her.
That's one way to put it.
The poor girl is exhausted, but that's not the cause of her problem.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Можно за сиськи потрогать.
She's just regained consciousness and she immediately reaches for her brooch? I don't know exactly what it means to her, but obviously it's got to be something.
Медальон, медальон, медальон.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead.
Куда, блядь, пошла?
You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't
Opportunity missed.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
Ты только что заучил итальянский?
Нет, там было написано Opportunity missed. Типа, если бы я был лингвистом, я бы что-то там мог узнать, что он сказал.
Понятно.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Oh, it's naughty to tell lies.
It is
Bet my life that you were talking about something totally different from the decoration of the manor. But to find out what, I should have stayed with them. Too bad.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Где?
So, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr.
Что-нибудь мы узнали из
She would
этого
have liked to have
разговора?
stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Нашли какие-нибудь слабые стороны?
Мы нашли губы президента.
Мы нашли
Just
губы президента
mention
до
Elizabeth
того.
totally changed Washington's attitude.
Стоп, мы сейчас
Looks like
нашли.
he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is
Да,
here
да.
to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room? Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Блять, вообще не туда ушла.
Можешь к ней завалиться в комнату. Там что, есть ветеран?
Ветеран, да. Воевал. Зачем эти коинсы нужны?
Поинты? Коинсы, не знаю. Collectibles, наверное.
Просто походу на ачивочки.
Там есть ачивочки? I don't know.
Там миллиард ачивочек.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Что он хотел сделать? Он почесался просто. Блохи, что ли?
Ищи свою комнату, Нюш.
Я ищу всякие предметы, которые можно потрогать.
Ты их найдешь в конце этого эпизода.
В смысле?
Они сами тебя найдут.
The decorum guide.
А шо в окна ни хера не видно? Алло, 2017 год.
Как тебе интерьерчик?
Вялый.
Чё это вялый? Смотри, какая работа проделана была чуваками.
Колонны квадратные.
Ох,
Полигонов
камон.
нет. Дьявольский рожок.
Рожок-то.
Что это я не могу наверх пойти? Где opportunities? Где выбор?
Вот сюда.
Свободная страна, блядь. Хожу куда хочу. Ёба.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Мусье, блядь. Все мусье в Париже. В Советской России товарищи.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Ты, кстати, бегать можешь.
Да. Где там мой даркрум?
А, еще ты не можешь больше 5 всяких штук с собой носить.
Ага.
Это про Royal Jelly.
President George Washington.
Ага. А где у них сральник? Простите, я перед
Не
сном
знаю.
хочу это. Бакет.
А горшок
пошить.
будет под комнатой. Ой, под кроватью.
Под кроватью.
Угу.
Это под кровать срать было?
Ну, конечно. А ты где срать собрался?
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Хани.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Couldn't have hoped for better. So cute.
Аутоком.
Huh, that's me.
Oh, that's me. Быстренько чекну на предмет каких-нибудь коллектибльцев.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Худой. Немного худой.
Длиннобудылый.
Может, я хочу к мужику в комнату зайти.
Тебя потом пустит, не волнуйся.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Ну, конечно же, не это.
Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon.
Что он, блядь, проверять будет каждый раз, открыл он письмо или нет?
Будет.
Nice room. Mortimer sure
Sorry.
doesn't do things halfway.
Так, ну что там можно почитать-то? Давай читать.
Hope, all ye who
У тебя в менюшке письмо.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Блять, а можно у меня будет выбор, идти в кровать или нет? Пидораса, а? Ну охуенно, чё. Там на балконе еще был что-то.
Да. Давай посмотрим, что ты там зафейлил.
Ничего не зафейлил.
Угу. А, окей. А что там у тебя в Серхолме обзорвлено? Любопытно.
Не знаю, тут не написано, что именно обзорвлено. 4 поинтса, охренеть.
Думать теперь, что качать тебе. Смотри, у тебя 1 поинт остался в Psychology и 2 слева в диалоге. Их, кстати, можно возвращать, если ты не знаешь.
Да, я в курсе.
Just saying. Ты что-нибудь читал перед сном? Ну ладно. Не важно. Он такой Пушкин, не могу прям.
Your turn?
Ну да.
The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to
Young
discuss.
French soldier.
One last move.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, come. Take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will... Dear Monsieur de Richet.
Да. Чего? I'll be right back.
A ruble.
Он рубль нашел, слышь? Окей. Ну это охуенно. Я тоже всегда радуюсь, когда нахожу рубль.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richet to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me
Там
to
у
see
тебя
how art
происходит?
confuses
Что тебе мистер
complicated
президент
processes.
сказал?
А что, он мне должен был что-то сказать?
Ну да, показывай нудисы.
А, ну это без проблем.
Не
Я
надо.
его еще не открыл просто.
Excuse me.
А.
Am I bothering you?
Понятно.
I was sleeping.
I need your help.
What's going on?
Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
I bumped into her in the small salon before.
Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be
Няша.
dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens.
Шо?
Why?
Что?
I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so.
Нихуя ты, дядя
Elizabeth is in the
президент.
small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her.
Какой
I
ты
just need
коррумпированный,
10
блядь.
minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Sir, I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly. I'll search my room later. Louis, you're straying from your objective. Louis, you're straying from your objective. Louis, you're straying from your
Что там,
objective.
няша?
Там свобода.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Идешь шпионить за
Louis,
мужичками?
you're straying from your objective.
Ей, свободная
Louis,
страна.
you're straying from your objective. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Я там рубль нашел. By the way.
А, он еще спросил, I wonder how much it's all worth.
Monsignor, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me. Duke Manuel Godoy.
I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm
Будь здоров,
close.
няша.
Спасибо. Куда нужно попасть? Наверх или вниз, блядь?
Тебе надо в одну из комнат зайти. А может наверх, кстати, иди наверх.
Вон там дядька. Ну нет.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important
Да,
meeting
няш,
is
тебе
on the
наверх,
way.
он
My
наверху, я
instructions
вспомнила.
are to
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
Let me through. I'm in a hurry and they've already begun.
Sorry, sir, but no one is permitted to enter.
First, you delayed me at the dock. Then, at the buffet, you spilled red wine all over me. Then, you put my luggage in the wrong room.
It wasn't me, sir.
Don't try to trick me with the mask like last year. You've taken a dislike to me, and I don't know why, but it's too much. Let's pay a visit to Sir Home right now.
I beg you, sir, please enter. My apologies, and I hope the rest of your stay will prove satisfactory.
О, мне не надо было наверх, оказывается.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
А чья комната вообще? О.
Хозяина. А, стоп, это Наполеона.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica.
I can't hear anything here. I've got to find another spot.
Сейчас сначала спиздим что-нибудь у Наполеона. Это что он, сука, Москву сжигал? Сжигал же Москву, да? Было такое? Ты чё? Надо ему на кровать насрать, я понял. Где его кровать, ебаная? За Россию!
This window opens onto the
Вообще
balcony.
играешь французом.
Okay, so that means the other room must be on my right.
На, я налево пойду. Хуй сосед. Oh boy.
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well,
Некий пастор, да, был.
I
Вообще.
thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely.
I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am.
Мама назвала тебя Марасом. В честь, наверное, папы грузина.
That was a close call.
When you see Louis, speak to him about the amount of our agreement.
And, how much exactly are we talking about?
20,000 louis d'or. A sum that will enable you to easily win your next conquests. My friend, an unparalleled destiny awaits you in France.
That is very flattering. However, is 20,000 louis d'or enough to purchase so many cannons?
In this case, yes. Madame de Richet and I have negotiated a very good price.
Very well. You can count on me to talk with your son.
Perfect. Remember that great things can be achieved with him on your side.
Of course. Anything else?
Not for now. Try to get some rest. The next few days are likely to be tiring.
Then, sir, I bid you a good evening.
Good evening, my friend.
It's time to leave.
It's time to leave. Раком там ползает.
Okay, I'll be right back now. Блин, там он еще не ушел, черт. Такой он сники. А что, мы сразу не могли, что ли, пройти так?
I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains.
Мы, блин, 5 очков куда упустили-то?
Мы этого пидораса напугали.
Захарасили, да? Опа.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Emily, we both know you're not going to kill anyone.
Золотой эликсир можешь выпить. Правда, я не рискну предположить, что это за золотой эликсир.
Let's talk about this misunderstanding.
What are you doing in my room?
First of all, let's keep calm. My being here is just a coincidence. Anyway,
I
seriously doubt what I'm doing in your room is really the question that interests you. Now, is it?
Clever boy. So answer the question that does interest me. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I had every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Has this anything to do with the Order? Oh yes, Washington informed me you were part of the Order.
You too? You're part of this too?
Yes. Now answer. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
Какая она? В чулочках.
More and more I get the feeling that something serious has happened to my mother. So if disturbing your sleep in the middle of the night helps me find her, I have no regrets.
That is the most sincere thing you have said to me since we began. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
У меня там открывалось всего просто миллион, куча ачивок. Go back to bed. Блять.
I'll be right back.
Найди там рубль.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
You opened it!
Don't worry about that, Your Eminence.
You gave me your word before God!
I can assure you that my mother and I share everything.
That's enough! Your word is worthless. I give your mother this letter myself.
Нихуя себе. А под сраку жирную не хочешь? Педрила. Так, блэд.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
О, бой.
I'm exhausted. Better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know.
I'm back.
Знаешь, у нас тут маленький итальянский пидорас хуесос письмо отобрал. И говорит, ты Зевсом клялся, что его не откроешь. Вот это фейл, да. That's the fail. А что за Леди Хиллсборо?
Леди Хиллсборо — это твоя тяночка,
У меня есть
которая тебе чуть горло не порезала. Ну да, так всегда с тяночками бывает. Что-то ты не докачался, ну ладно.
Что я не докачался?
Ты пропустил, как тяночки там дали. Ну ладно, в другом прохождении, может, увидишь.
А что я книжку не выбрал?
Ты на бум, что ли, их раскидываешь?
Ну да. Никогда не знаешь, что пригодится.
My vision yesterday, I saw that
Ну да,
Mother
особенно на
had this
первом
room before
прохождении.
me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Подождите, эти балконы же выходили на внутреннюю сторону, да?
Да.
А почему они сейчас выходят на внешнюю?
Okay, I don't know. Suspicious.
Давай по карте посмотрим. А, у него типа, смотри, у него комната угловая, потому что там дует. Типа он самый нищеброд из них, поэтому ему самую хуевую комнату выдали. Вот. А у этих у всех вот, кстати, балкончик, Бонапарт. Угу. Окей. Там как член, что ли, у статуи?
Вот ты
Ого,
как думал,
господи,
да.
Иисусе. Дядя, у тебя нож в груди и херы. Вот.
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Где ты там, блядь, все это увидел через стекло, которое не просвечивает?
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Таночки мы, походу, домой уже не возвращаемся.
This bookcase
А, ну
is
стоп,
well
это с другой
stocked.
стороны, да, точно.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much.
Совпадение?
I don't know what's
Не
going on here,
думаю.
but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the Order. Barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
Almost keep searching. Searching.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Поспать.
Nothing.
Что он там у себя под подушкой ожидал найти?
Great, honey.
Jolly.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Bien, Monsieur de Richet.
Writing material. From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials.
Whoa.
The quill has been used, but not with regular ink.
Вот это, блядь,
A
логика.
message using invisible ink. I bet she used the limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Поссать на него как еще?
Наша.
Что? Лимонная кислота реагирует с уриной.
Really?
Попробуй.
The message is
Не
illegible.
спроси.
I have to keep searching.
Ладно, с углем.
Реагирует с рублем.
Ашес ту ашес. Да, туда.
Но у нас со свечой точно реагирует.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. No
Ладно,
good.
я наебал.
Might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Нихуя он себе горячую свечу засунул. Жаль, не в жопу.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Как это не пожрать?
Request your presence, sir.
Well,
Передайте ему,
guess
чтоб
I'm just
шел
gonna have to
нахуй.
wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Смотри, тяночка с фингалом там же.
Какая?
Какая?
Лесбиянка, что ли?
Угу.
Блядь.
Ты все пропустила.
Ну, правильно, что тянок надо бить по ебалу. Походу, она просто охуевшая немного была. Поэтому получил по ебальнику. В принципе, все честно.
О бой.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later. That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Можно это у нее в труханах поковыряться. Лол.
Иди, давай, давай.
А, там что, стану вызывал?
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
А, то есть либо сожрать, либо... Давай
Wow.
сожрем.
See what it tastes like.
Why not?
I really need to
Смотрим ей
stop
на
tasting
кровать.
everything I find now.
За Россию. Простите.
А еще одну можно?
Well, see what it tastes like. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
О, они стакаются. Прикольно. Смотри, там на иконке чувак, как будто он срать собирается садиться.
Да.
А тут как раз кровать есть. Это, конечно, не америкос с кровати, уж тем более не этого пидораса кардинала, но...
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain
Horrible
he
woman,
filters
это его
ours
мамка,
too.
что ли?
August 24th.
Нет. Элизабет это девка, которая тут живет.
Про которую они говорили.
Угу.
3rd November, 1791. My dear sister, the
Ну да, Horrible Woman
like
мамка.
a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. August 24th. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth. Carmelite water.
До сих пор в зеркалах ничего нет. Come on!
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news.
А что ты не взял то, что в книжке было?
Шо?
Там книжка какая-то была, которую подобрать
Я
можно.
взял.
Нет.
Шо нет? Где?
Там была лапка, когда ты уходил.
Где? Не вижу ничего на этом месте, где книжки валяются.
June 11th.
О, еще.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman
Ванная
into polite
належала.
society.
Хорошо, у нее же уязвимость к психологии. Не может быть. А, у этой бабы. Окей. Так, ну тут мы надеюсь,
Looks like I
больше не
found a
будем.
box containing some kind of white crystals.
Прошлый снеж.
Ну. Хотя прикольно было бы съесть все.
Stop it.
О, там... Мы же ключ нашли, точно.
Угу.
A chest with a half circle pattern.
Походу это не тот ключ.
I'm sorry.
Беда. Ну чё тут еще есть что интересное? О, там даже наверху видит пентаграмму. Хуйня. Вау. Not bad. Окей. Нажрались каких-то бобов, блять, у нее. Нашли ключ useless. Читали 4 письма. Так, блядь.
President George Washington.
Жора. Он там сидит, срет, кстати, в комнате.
Вашингтон?
Да.
I'm busy.
Я к нему стучался, а он такой, типа, иди нахуй, я сам. Я President of the United States.
Come on.
Счет можно куда-нибудь это?
Если бы тебя застали с рущим, ты бы там что сказал?
Я бы сказал, заходите, обмазывайтесь. Мы русские, знаешь, Россия щедрая душа.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Худой.
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Шо?
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Шо? Да я им под сраку сейчас дам. Пиздец, метет там. Выблядок, нашел время.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision. Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Ну тут мы были уже.
Monsieur Jacques Perreux. A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Да, там еще листочки есть, которые кучу бустов дают, когда ты книжку соберешь.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Hello. Второй глаз разъебать,
You're
что ли?
Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Шалава.
Yes. I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
Трогает еще нас. Что с глазом?
If you don't mind
Что
me
с
asking,
лицом?
what happened to your eye?
I had a bad fall.
Looks more like a punch to me.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
И она своевременная.
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's
Что
able
ты
to
там сказала
describe
про мою
every
мамку,
detail without
сука?
hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother.
Ёба.
Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Elizabeth, confiding in me might ease your burden. Let me relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think that by confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile
У нее
back?
же
Or let me sleep at
иммунитет
night?
к psychology.
Думаешь, я помню, блядь?
You don't seem like a bad person. And I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Так-то
Don't
да.
say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Take your father. I'm sure he tried everything to save you.
Sure, he tried everything to keep me from upsetting his political affairs. Once I was declared insane, I was nothing but a burden that got in the way of his career. By leaving me with your mother, he made all the horrors possible. I've got nothing more to say to you. Figure it out yourself.
Она мне еще один, что ли, боб скормила? Что у меня стало 3 срущих мужика? Педрила. Надо было ей рожу поправить. За симметрии второй глаз разъебать. Ну шлюх ебаный, дайте слуги о чем.
What can I do for you, sir?
Ну чё,
I am at
пидора.
your service day and night, sir.
Day and night. Ну-ка, блядь,
As
давай,
I was unable
помоги-ка
to
мне,
bring my
надо одну
personal
бабу
effects with me,
отпиздить.
I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Что я?
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that
Охуел?
medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests.
Я
Some
тут бабов
guests are
нажрался,
here to follow a very strict
тебе лекарства не
treatment. Mixing or
положено.
combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
Сейчас обосрусь прям перед ним.
That's fine. I have no intention of swallowing this remedy. You see, I generally use it to put the shine back on my shoes. But maybe you'd rather I ask permission from Lord Mortimer. Where is he? I'd like to tell him about my shoe problem.
Sir need do nothing of the sort. There is no reason to disturb Lord Mortimer with this small matter.
As you wish.
Here you are, sir. I hope sir will have enough with one bottle, as I haven't any more.
Oh, I'll make do. It's good of you to get this much.
May I do anything else for sir?
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubt. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Well, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now.
But, sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. Please take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you damaged it as well? Well, bravo.
That's exactly where I left.
Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you. What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps would like to know something else?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps would like to know something else?
Oh, good luck.
Что тут пожрать-то можно? Блять. Окей. А что это за дядька? Что это за ёбаный дядька? А что за знак диаметра в углу?
Ты что-то выпил, хз.
Я просто нажимал на все кнопки подряд.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome.
Дядька, который в глаз едал.
Your Eminence,
За спойлеры.
Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce
Я хочу быть этим дядькой.
They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
Please,
I am delighted.
What do you want to know?
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauternes, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name.
Hardshell.
Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Don't try yourself.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Oh.
Yes, I heard the news.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
And you, sir?
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Начнет сейчас свои пушки просить ебучие.
Угу.
Застрелится нахуй.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis.
I'm
У
listening.
Вашингтона такое лицо.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your
Well,
questions.
slightly.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you.
Absence.
The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Vision. Vision.
Let the people make their own choices.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of taking charge, don't you see? They are an uneducated mob who react on the spur of the moment, incapable of providing a coherent vision for the good of the country.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Ну, теперь на работе рассказывает, как с Наполеоном скрешился.
Please know that I too am delighted to have met you.
Они так посмотрели в твою сторону.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is eminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Ну, хорошо.
Какую часть ты изговнил, простите?
Я изговнил бабу.
Ну да.
Alright, let's
Как
recap.
обычно.
Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Давай что ли на арфе поиграем. А, вот он, пидорин.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Vollmer.
Ты опять
and
кого-то
spoken to
харасишь?
each other for an
Да.
eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the
блядь.
table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
If I said to you, where all eyes size you up, would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis. But it makes me think of the portrait gallery.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery. You'll see it, Louis. When you get there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Мой сон. Жрет там стоит. Так будет дать под сраку ему. Пидрила ебаная.
Приехал ты такой с этими манерами на остров, где они на билете собрались.
By Descartes. This
Noble.
book changed the way I look at the world.
Sorry.
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
Где там рубль-то? Хочу рубль. Эй, дядя, все жрешь? Пидрила ебаная.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
А что этот рог-то дает ебаный?
Не знаю, можно куда-нибудь вставить.
А. Ага. А откуда я ключ взял? Вау. Прикольно, откуда ключ появился? Ну, ладно. Так, там мы еще не были, так что там, скорее всего, развитие квеста. Пойдем в зал с Зевсом и, может, там что-нибудь найдем прикольное. О, там слуга, его можно похарасить.
The only person sizing me up here is that monumental Zeus. It can't be here.
Ну шо, дядя?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Что-то он не харасится, нихуя.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia. A ruble.
О, рубль нашел. Ей! Блядь, почему в этой игре нельзя прыгать?
От радости?
Через диван. Ну и от радости. Блядь. Я шел все это время тут ходил чисто чтобы... О, бой. Вообще не open world. Ни разу, блядь. А наверх нельзя, наверное, подняться, да, да, угадаю. Конечно же нельзя. Это там все жрет, небось, блядь. Педрила старая. Патриарх Кирилл. О, господи, я же сказал вслух. Надо будет сделать видосик приватно.
Да, пожалуй.
Золотой эликсир.
Аш, не забудь мне сконвертировать.
Чё?
Видос я тебе там кинула. Проект, точнее.
Через 2 недели?
Не, желательно завтра.
Ага.
Pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Плюс я его озвучивала. И вроде как not bad.
Окей. А ты что-то скинул, да?
Угу. Столько
А как ты
картин.
себе представляешь, что 19 килобайт файла сконвертируется в видос?
Это мне надо все... Блин.
Ну, видос, я так понимаю, он состоит из каких-то, блядь, исходничков или что-то еще, что весит овер до хуя.
Ага, значит... Ладно. Я сделаю архивчик, don't worry.
Okay.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now? Song of Roland. Ah, François Ier received the Song of Roland. Roland feels his death is near. His brain is oozing.
Может, мне проще себе драйвера... Нет, не проще вообще. Окей.
Amber Crystals by Rembrandt. Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Какая-то грустная медуза, походу недавно ее не ебали.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword?
И писька.
A hero with a lantern.
И тоже с писькой.
And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Мне что, надо в каких-то, блядь, в том порядке это поставить?
Да.
Окей. То есть он должен светить фонарем, от щита это должна отражаться, попадать в медузу, или, блядь, что там медуза? На нее кто посмотрит, тот...
Ты надо послушать загадку.
Чё?
Загадку послушать надо.
Где ее послушать?
А, ты, короче, часть этого заговнил, часть книги.
Какой книги, блядь?
Которую ты должен был поджечь на свече. Я могу тебе ту часть воспроизвести, если тебе интересно.
Не важно.
Окей. Удачи, короче. Комбинаторика.
Origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
У него это... Индикатор действия прям на письке горит.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. This hero is the only one holding a weapon. It seems obvious that he's the one whose job is to cut off her head. So, sword toward the Medusa. The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace. vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honest, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot. If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
The fuck are you doing? Are you enjoying the view?
Примерно это я сейчас делаю. Хуй сосу. Какие еще комбинации ты не перепробовал?
Ой, тебе подсказать?
Да, просто скажи мне, в каком порядке их расположить.
Нет.
Нет, блять, мы тут до ночи просидим.
Короче, кусок с медузой, который ты затер, был the beast always charges the most protected one.
Так он давно уже protective one на нее, и она на него.
Тебе сказали, что типа он щитом должен отражать свет от меча. Ты же слушал то, что он тебе говорил?
Нет.
Окей. Короче, должно быть так. С мечом должен повернуть на щита, щит на медузу, а лантерн на меч. Вроде как. Ну, по логике вещей. I'll be right back.
mattress. The Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Шо ты, кот?
Решил спрыгнуть? Пардон. Няша, ты их что, так и не расставил?
кто-то ко мне. Да, там горит. Ну шо, Няша?
Да, я тут.
Ты решил загадку?
В смысле? Я же тебе сказала ответ.
Так она не работает.
Ну, по-другому покрути. Короче, медуза должна смотреть на щит.
На щит, блядь.
Какой у тебя щит? А, ну да, да, там все на щит.
Оба.
Наконец-то?
Не.
Блин.
Я тут чувство верующих увидел.
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia.
Джизуса выкупили, походу.
Угу. Прекрасно он потянулся.
А он?
Говорю, прекрасно потянулся.
Не знаю, это медуза сраная. Рот и ебал. Нет, ничего. Медуза смотрит на щит.
Да.
Щит смотрит на меч.
Щит должен ей, короче, в глаз отражать свет фонаря. Через меч.
Щит смотрит на меч.
Угу.
Фонарь тоже смотрит на щит.
А хотя, может, да. Может, фонарь просто смотрит на щит, а меч смотрит на медузу. Хз. Короче, медуза 100 пудов на щит смотрит.
А меч смотрит на медузу. Он планирует нахуй.
Свой.
Легчайше.
И все. Что бы ты делал без меня, Няша?
Не знаю. Что я буду делать без твоих ног?
Не знаю, ну ты как-то обходился кучу лет.
А это была хуёвая куча
For
лет.
Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. You'll never do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First my room, now here. Stop following me, you're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute. Are you... You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
У него 0 в этикете.
I admit everything, madam. You win. I've been bitten by the same bug as you.
I beg your pardon?
We can't resist being where we shouldn't, seeking out our host's little secrets. So, We have that in common, right?
I really thought you were going to answer me this time. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Carry on searching.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel According to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as Part of God's Plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. How did the English manage to get their hands on them?
When someone wants to attract the attention of the world's leading power, somehow the gifts just pour in.
You wouldn't have gone to the Vatican recently, would you?
Are you calling me a thief?
Certainly not. Never entered my mind.
Hey,
Няша,
Mortimer's
учись,
the author
как
of this work.
Стяночкой.
He talks about his
Вести
passion for
диалог.
art.
Я по вот той, которая лесбиянка, научился как станочка вести. Глаз не уебать.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
Stop! Don't put your grubby fat fingers on it.
Find my fingers fat?
At least put on some gloves.
Please note, my fingers are slim.
You were going to leave marks. My God, what an amateur.
Many a harpsichord players would love to have sexy fingers like mine.
Oh
Tell me
boy.
where you took your infiltration classes so I can have your tutor executed.
Let's compare hands then. We'll soon see whose fingers are fattest.
No, I'm not going to compare hands with you. Let's just keep
Засосала
going.
жирная блядина.
Bad loser.
Oh, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically
Нашел взять и
French,
рубить
quite
всех подряд.
old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
I think this is Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. I've always dreamt of drawing it from the stone.
How sweet you're still clinging to your boyhood dreams. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Amber crystals.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention.
How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the
Analyze
same way
the
on the
documents,
signature.
please.
The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable of living for a very long time, like Methuselah.
A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Mortimer's collection is unique, isn't it?
That's an understatement. No doubt he has a major passion for history and fine art. Or getting gifts.
If each time Mortimer does someone a favor, they reward him with a priceless gift, that means he must have helped nearly everybody in the world. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Что-то тут пахнет победой.
А как пахнет победа?
Когда пахнет победой, значит, что надо окно открыть.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Там часы какие-то на столе валяются. А, это не часы.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Typical woman.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. I can't trust a man who sneaks into my room in the middle of the night.
Are you really gonna use that against every time we meet?
It's difficult to pretend nothing happened. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
But why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
No!
Убери, говорит, у себя на заднем дворе сначала.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact, it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course, but what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Yes. You're the kind of girl who gets by on her own and who shares nothing.
The fact is, you are completely mistaken about me. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is... your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even
Там
knows.
50 писем, блядь, по
When it
комнате
comes to
раскиданы.
getting results, you are very good. I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has...
Что она там говорила? Я на планшетке контакт.
Они, типа, стали одним человеком. Они, наверное, еще с одним и тем же мужиком ебутся.
Майс прислал видосик, где там, знаешь, такая тянка. Чего, блять? И написал, в тебя там Б, что ли, вселился? После того, как я написал ей Майя, а ты открываешь других мужчин, как Бузова-Арбузова?
Я тебе скинула в скайпик архив.
Ага.
Ой, подожди. Максимальный размер для этого файла. Тип файл 300 мегабайт. Класс.
Какой там размер у этого файла?
380.
We share everything.
Сейчас я
First for
удалю
one,
лишнее.
then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
О, да.
It's time to leave.
Там же можно было что-то еще. Там шкатулка была, бля.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
Вот тянки всегда так.
Must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Распакуй потом в одну папочку с этим, с файлом видос, который стрёмный.
Oh, she's been drinking too
Да,
much
они не
again.
вместились в один.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening,
Это все на одну минуту.
Actually, this is not...
Подожди, чё? Я тут смотрел на эту тёлку.
В скайпике там включай.
А шо в скайпике?
Загрузку.
Слушай, я это... Нажал скачать.
Good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Oh boy.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk
Certain
now.
what between
Otherwise
us?
it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do? Sorry, Emily, but
Je ne sais quoi, meaning.
All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
А что, его потрахать в его комнате?
Да,
I
да,
really
да.
need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the
Видишь,
best
как доджо, блядь.
maid of your room?
Listen to me, damn it. My days are numbered.
All right. What have you got on your mind now?
You've got to listen to what I have to say while there's still time. You need to know the truth about your mother.
About...
Ты еще что-то кинул? Oh boy.
My mother? What do you mean?
I saw her
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized
у
my
него
mother in
глаз
the middle of
прошёл?
the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen.
Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
О, да. Ну, just
I'll
one, да.
drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Man, I need to take it easy with the booze. At this rate, I won't last the night.
Let's go easy on the drinking, okay? Alcohol won't solve our problems.
Nice.
Ugh, the
И
second one
немедленно
isn't any
выпил.
easier.
So, do you want to know why she did all those things to me, or not? Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
Immune
What was she
to
trying to
logic.
cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
Come on, Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
feel all dizzy.
There must have been a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my mother treated you for.
She wanted to silence them.
What? What are you talking about? Silence what?
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've always told me what to do. They say nasty things to me.
Elizabeth, are you saying that spirits talk to you?
You're right. Sometimes there are several. Voices. How did you know?
No, listen, I don't know anything. I'm just repeating what you said.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. And look at the result.
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist. Why punish this poor girl?
Oh, shit. What has she done to you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
What do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still hear them. And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me. And I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see?
На Хлойку
You
похоже.
understand? You sense it too. I'm going to
На
die.
панк ебаный.
Угу. И лицо.
I beg you, tell me you believe me.
I'm here, Elizabeth. I'm right here with you. And I do believe you.
Thank you, Louis. You know, despite what people might think, I'm not crazy.
My God, Elizabeth, how's this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louis. Welcome to my life.
Let's not rush into things. You have nothing to fear here. I'm with you. And anyway, my mother's gone missing. You're not in any danger.
That's not what the voices say.
Listen to me. Don't give up. You must resist. And tomorrow, you'll see. Things will be better.
You like my little concoction, don't you? That's rare.
What?
It no longer has any effect on me. But my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
What? You put laudanum in my drink?
In both. Don't worry, my little Louis. We'll sink down to the bottom together.
Oh man, I feel like puking. I really feel like shit.
I gotta get back.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm here now. I'll take good care of you.
What is this bitch gonna do to me?
Don't touch me!
Just leave. If I get up, I'll fall.
Oh, little Louie's tired. Leave everything to me. Just let go.
Mademoiselle, may I come in?
My head. I shouldn't have drunk so much. Oh shit.
Фейл.
Бывает.
Что сразу фейлит? Ну подумаешь, вышло. Что, и все? Да.
Это все был пролог? А, не, стоп, это было первая часть. 5 частей, значит.
Ну да, прикольно. Окей. О, надо было пройти игру, чтобы появились эти настройки видео. Охуенно. Окей.